Okay, so today I'm going to show you guys the best cards for Amazon FBA. You need them, in my opinion, unless you want to use straight cash. So, your own choice, but I highly recommend them. So, let me get into the first one, which is an S tier card. First up, we have the American Express PLUM. Gives you 60 days to pay. No other card on the market does that I know of. 1.5% cash back if you pay 10 days before the statement due date. So that's your choice if you want to do that. The PLUM looks like, just so you guys can see, they used to have the numbers on the front, but now it's nowhere to be found. They're on the back. So yeah, it's a great card. The PLUM is amazing. It's the best card for Amazon by far. Nothing comes close. No interest for 60 days and 1.5% cash back if you can pay it early. It's $250 annual fee though. So if you're paying more than $250 in rolling over payments for inventory that's taking too long to, I don't know, check in or, great card. Next. Anyways, we have the Blue Business Cash. This card I have right here looks like this. Got it recently. Good thing about this, 0% APR card. So this is kind of where you want to start out if you're a beginner, the 0% APR, because if you need to roll over payments, which you will, I promise you will, you're not getting charged interest for the first year. And you can just get one and then move on to the next year later and then extend that out as long as you need until you have enough cash flow to maintain better cards, maybe a line of credit. This card gives you 2% back on up to $50,000 in spend. Great card, in my opinion. Especially for beginners, there's a $250 welcome bonus for $3,000 in spend. Should not be that hard to get. But then again, if you're not in an inventory-based business, I understand for people why it's hard to buy $3,000 worth of stuff within 3 months. If you're not, if you're frugal, I don't recommend going after cards like these because you can't even hit the welcome bonus. But for Amazon especially, it should be very easy to hit. I mean, it should be a cakewalk. I've already hit the welcome bonus and I've had it for about 2 weeks. So there should be no issue hitting the welcome bonus on this card. Also, one more thing about the PLUM. The PLUM, there's no welcome bonus. Occasionally, I've seen $250 to $500 on targeted offers, but no welcome bonus, so don't expect it. Next up, we have one of the kahunas. This is a charge card, so this is not for a beginner. This is for someone more advanced. I would go for this card in probably your second year, in my opinion personally. Go for the card in your second year of selling Amazon. After a year has passed, that's when you can go for it. Beginners, you guys are not ready for a charge card. I'm just gonna be straight up. There's too much nuance with it. But anyways, this card's benefits, 2% cash back, everything, flat rate, and then 2.5% cash back for over $5,000 in spend. For wholesale, that's nuts. That's insane. So almost every purchase order I send out is 5 racks or more. So it's it adds up like crazy. The only annoying thing about this is they come as ultimate rewards points, the 2% cash back and 2.5, but you cannot transfer and combine it with other travel cards to transfer it out. And Chase is really good for transferring. I like Chase better than AMEX personally. I find it more practical for me to use the points through there rather than American Express. But anyways, Ink Premier is probably the best card, period, besides the PLUM that you should have for Amazon. You could have both of those, just the PLUM, and you'll be good. Simple as that. Also, I haven't mentioned credit scores on these cards. PLUM, I would not go for it under a 750. And I'm thinking about people my age. If you're older, 24, 25, 26, you're gonna have more leeway. But for people 21 and younger, nothing less than a 750. Don't even waste an inquiry, it's not worth it. For the Blue Business Cash, 7 to 720 minimum. Anything under, don't do it, you're getting denied. Let's think. Ink Premier. The Ink Premier I got when I had a 797. They only take people with extremely high credit. And that leads us into our next card, the Capital One Spark, which I don't have yet. I do not have a very good relationship with Capital One. The Capital One Spark is similar to the Ink Premier. 2% cash back, everything, pretty shiesty card, and way higher limits in the Ink Premier. Usually, I have a bunch of buddies doing millions of dollars in sales that are pushing $300,000 a month or more on this card. I've seen up to $1 million a month on this card, and 2% everything is just absurd. For that level of spend, that's $6,000 in cash back if you spend 300 racks a month, and that's just per month. So that's just that's nuts, dude. But yeah, that's insane. And then also one more thing to mention, $150 annual fee, Capital One Spark. Okay, $195 annual fee, Chase Ink Premier. And I will say the Chase Ink Premier and the Capital One Spark, I'm pretty sure have 5% in each respective travel portal, which I found useful actually. More useful than AMEX. So anyways, God tier cards. If you can get both, the next credit card you should get for your Amazon FBA business. I think this is a good card for most business owners. It's a business platinum. I think it's very controversial because the annual fee is outrageous, but the Dell credit is very useful. I bought SD cards for this camera for free. the video I'm shooting now was paid for with the Dell credit on this card. It's just like little things you wouldn't think you need. Like the $400 Dell credit, there's like JBL and stuff on there. There's monitors, there's like all this stuff that you can actually probably use. Not gonna lie. I think that credit, I value it fully, honestly. I've used it every single time. This chair I'm sitting in, paid with the Dell credit. It's an Alienware chair. I mean, this card's shiesty, bro. So, $695 annual fee. One thing that pisses me off about this card, it makes me so fucking angry, is that they don't give you 5x on flights directly through the airlines, like the regular Platinum. I think it's the dumbest thing ever, and it makes absolutely no logical sense. Other than Amex being a little stint. It's ridiculous, because the Amex travel portal for me is garbage. But it does have a 35% point refund, so if you pay full in points on the travel portal, then you can get refunded. And there's discounted international flights through the travel portal, which is useful. I just don't fly international that often. Usually I'm all over the country rather than international. But yeah, it's a great card. So there's a $200 hotel credit, same thing as the personal Platinum. I do find the $240 Uber credit to be more useful than this garbage Adobe credit and all the other nonsense. But I tend to break even with this card, and the thing that makes me break even, ironically enough, is the airline fee, the $200 airline credit, because I have bags I gotta bring places, bro, and I'm spending $200 a year, and I usually finish that credit off within a couple months of flying. Like, it's useful. I actually want to get the personal Platinum back, because now I will break even with the amount of traveling. It's crazy, bro. I did not think that this card would be as useful as it is, but it is, for me, in card, absolutely. You also get 1.5x on key business categories or purchases over $5,000. So if you're a point transfer guru and you'd like to fly international, I think Amex is best for international flights, then that's worth it, because then if you're getting 2 cents per point, that's 3% back on your spending. But you know, it's gonna be 3% for international flights. Just remember that. Always a business class flights. If you love business class, Amex Platinum, go for it. It's usually worth it. Next, we have a very necessary card. I love this card, actually. This is the Amex Business Gold. Probably better for most people. It's a new white gold one. I don't know if I'm gonna switch back to the regular gold. I'll see. $240 in business dining. I use it as dining credit, but there's like, you could use it for shipping and some other garbage. I use it for dining. I 100% every single month normally spend over $20 on food delivery. And all I had to do for this was just change it to Grubhub. And then the Grubhub Plus is free with your Amazon Prime account. So, you know, I get the full value of the $240. So that's good. I don't know if there's any other major credits. There's a Walmart Plus credit. It's good. It's definitely good. I mean, I get all my stuff delivered. So yeah, it's definitely useful. So I make the annual fee break even pretty easily on this card, and then let alone the spend that's being put on this card. It's great. There's 4X in a bunch of categories. I know one of them's food. I don't know the others off the top of my head because I think they changed. I think shipping used to be one of them, then they revamped the card, and then, you know, not happy with that because 4X on shipping was great. But that's if it was. I wasn't entirely sure. I got the card in like November. But yeah, great card. 1X on spending, and then 4X up to $150,000, and it's given to you quarterly, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I will say, like, I wish they would throw in some Uber credits for these business cards, because I find these Uber credits to be very useful. Like, if I'm traveling, even on a business plat, they should throw in an Uber. Take out the Adobe garbage, bro. Like, when I get to an airport, I have to Uber to my final destination every time. So it should just be like, you know. But yeah, lastly, I'm not gonna pull it out because the numbers are on the front of the card and it's a bit hard to cover up, but it's the Chase Ink Unlimited. And maybe in cash, you can get 5% on gift cards at office supply stores if you want to use that loop. The thing about this card though, for the Ink Premier especially, 1.5% everything, but you actually can transfer the points. They're being stingy about the Premier, but with the Ink Unlimited, you can transfer the points. So you can transfer them to a Sapphire Preferred, which I have, or an Ink Preferred, which can also transfer points as well. Very useful. There's a lot of welcome bonuses with that card too. I haven't mentioned much of the welcome bonuses. AMEX Business Platinum. I've seen some 250,000 sign up bonuses. Don't know if it's still there. I do know it's 150,000 or more. My link is in the description if you want to use it as well for all these cards. Business Gold, I saw 200,000 points actually on it once. It might have been 220. I think I referred my friend and he got 220. But usually I've seen it at 130 plus, which is really good because that's like 4X the annual fee. 3X actually because it's 375. Ink Premier, $1,000 in cash, I believe. So yeah, $1,000 in cash. Ink Unlimited, usually I've seen it at $750. I think it's been up to $1,000, and same thing with the Ink Cash. It's the same as the Ink Unlimited. And Blue Business Cash, we already discussed the welcome bonus. But yeah, those are the ultimate credit cards for Amazon in 2024. No APR cards for beginners and more advanced people. They're still useful, but definitely leverage those cards while you can. I highly recommend it. Last year I made probably over probably $7,000 to $8,000, if not closer to 10 on welcome bonuses. I'm trying to be conservative with that estimate, but yeah, it's very easy to hit the welcome bonuses, and you can always open up more cards. Like, it's just pretty easy. And when they're business cards, they're not on your personal report too. So anyways, those are my best cards for Amazon FBA in 2024. Thank you for watching. Subscribe down below.